You are listening to Inspired Caring with Michelle Magner, episode number 107. Hello, welcome to Inspired Caring. I'm your host, Michelle Magner. If you are caring for an older family member, this is the podcast for you. Each week, I bring insight, tips, inspiration, and strategies to help you care for the people that you love without losing yourself along the way. Having cared for both of my grandmothers, I've helped manage everything from hospital stays, households full of belongings, to navigating senior living and end-of-life care. And I've worked in senior living as a result of that experience, serving my residents and their families as they've been on this journey too. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you enjoy this episode of Inspired Caring. Hello, everyone. Happy summer. I hope you are doing well and finding some sunshine and relaxation this summer. It has been a really great couple of weeks. We took a family vacation to Stillwater's Resort on Table Rock Lake in Branson with some family friends for 4th of July weekend. It was a trip we had wanted to do for a really long time. Unfortunately, the mom actually had to stay back because one of their kids had an emergency appendectomy the day before we were all traveling to get there. Obviously, super unexpected. Everyone was really relieved it didn't happen while they were on the road, but that was an unexpected development. We had rented a boat for a day. That was really fun. Did Silver Dollar City Amusement Park, had a pool day. It was just really relaxing. Last week, actually, it wasn't last week. It was like yesterday. I just got back. I've been trying to think in terms of last week, next week, this week. It's very confusing. But yesterday, I took our daughter out of state to her new college campus for orientation. We were able to get the lay of the land, a little bit of better idea of what moving around the campus will look like. She connected with some really nice girls, a couple really nice girls, set up her fall schedule, saw the dorms. It was all really positive and building up the excitement for the drop-off, which is coming up. Tomorrow, we take our son out of state for camp. And then the following day, we go to out of state again to meet our daughter's new roommate. And then we go pick up the son from camp. And then in like another week after that, we are going to go drop off all the stuff our other daughter needs for college. Like just so many moving parts, so much going on. Are you guys running around crazy too? Kind of wild with your kiddos? There's so many moving parts. We're very grateful, super grateful. A lot of logistics and calendar management, but we are doing it. Today, I want to talk about feeling stuck. As years march on, y'all know I'm 51, and I have been reflecting on different times in my life, and I'm starting to see more clearly different periods as chapters of my life with so much change along the way. Some of it totally in my control, and some very much not so much. And the last 3 years have brought really big changes in our life. We had a kid graduate from high school. They've now completed 2 years of college. Both of my husband's parents died. I left my full-time job to pursue coaching and consulting full-time. And all of those things are just such huge, big changes. And over the course of my life, just like yours, there have been really big changes with people, geography, paths I've taken. I have changed and grown. And there have been some really pivotal moments where I have made big decisions, or my husband and I together have made some big decisions. And some were just way easier than others. Moving our family from Kansas City to Omaha to be near my husband's family was a pretty big decision. And we just had no idea what was going to be in store for us. But we are so happy we did it. It's been a really great fit for our family. Tony Robbins says that decisions actually don't take a lot of time. They're made in an instant. So while we may be suffering for a long period of time trying to make a decision, but the actual decision is made in an instant. And I've been thinking a lot lately about how quickly things can change in our life. Some of it, like I said, completely out of our control, and some of it by design, like our move to Omaha. And it's so much more enjoyable when it feels like we're curating or creating an experience. Even if the work feels hard as a result of a decision, it's something that I'm doing to or for myself. I love that book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. But the author, the author says the only difference with how we feel about something is if we like it, that it's happening to us, or we're feeling in control of the situation. Because there's so many things that are out of our control, especially in this chapter of our life when we're trying to help our aging family members. There's potentially kids involved. So I look back, and there are key moments where I truly felt led by a decision. Like when I woke up one day and decided to return to college after dropping out for a period of time. And I'm wondering for you, when you think about your life, do you feel like your life is happening to you, or do you feel like you are designing it? And I've been thinking about increments of 30 seconds, 30 minutes, 30 days, 30 months, 30 years. All of these touch points, just everything could be so different. So I was thinking about like what could be different within 30 seconds. People could say, I do, right? They're at the altar, the whatever, they're standing in that moment and they say, I do. Yes, I want to marry you. Someone could say, I'm moving out. Or maybe you're asking someone to move in. Someone could have a heart attack, a car accident, step out of an airplane for a skydiving experience, step onto a stage to perform. Just a lot can really actually happen in just a 30-second time frame. You could put something in your mouth. You could spit something out. 30 minutes, you can drive to a different part of the city, have a hard conversation, a chiropractor adjustment, be at a doctor's appointment and receive a diagnosis. You can work out, exercise. 30 days from now, there could be a for sale sign in your front yard. You could have a new tattoo, a new car, someone may die, you could walk through the door of a new job. In 30 days, we're going to be moving our second child to college. The energy in our house is just going to be so different in 30 days. 30 months is feeling attainable. I'm planning on it. Are you? My husband and I will be nearly empty nesters in 30 months because our son graduates in 3 years. My company that provides information and support to families on this caregiving journey is going to experience exponential growth over the next 30 months. I'm 51 years old, so 30 years from now feels really far in the distance, but I'm planning on it. I'm planning on it coming, even though it's hard to picture. 30 years ago, I had no idea that I would be here recording this podcast episode for you. And while I can't fully imagine being 81 years old, it's hard also to wrap my head around the fact that I'm 51. Time is funny. But I do know that in 30 years, everything is going to be really different. Some by my design and some out of my control. So often my coaching clients feel stuck. They feel really stuck in this chapter of helping aging family members. And it can feel like it's going on and on and on forever because there are a lot of unknowns. What we know we can really count on, is that everything can change in an instant as we look ahead. And we know there are potentially and truly big changes that will happen. So again, thinking in those increments of 30, while we can't control everything, there are certain things that can be controlled today. Right now, in the next 30 seconds, that can impact what happens over the next 30, whatever, days, months, years. So what you're eating today, how much you move your body, deciding to hold a boundary, deciding it's time to do that thing, whatever that thing is, you have choices and there are options. So I'm inviting you to dislodge this thinking that it's all or nothing and disrupt the patterns that you feel are keeping you stuck. So if something isn't working for you, like really pinpoint what in your day isn't working for you and consider making a change. It may be a big change for you or for a family member, and it may feel like there's just a lot of unknowns, but it doesn't have to be scary that everything can change in 30. It can also be exhilarating and fun and wonderful. We remain stuck because we don't have the information that often our brains are seeking and need. And so they drift to a worst case scenario. And that's just not necessarily the case. So as you look to the week ahead, what are you looking forward to? What is fueling your anxiety? How can you be thinking about those increments of 30 and what you can count on happening, and what maybe it's time to start waking up, pay attention so you can choose what's best for you? Increments of 30. Life is just going to keep flowing, y'all. It's going to keep flowing. And I hope today you have been inspired that while there are things that you cannot control, there are so many things you can. And what you decide to do today matters. It matters for your health. It matters for your mindset. It matters for your well being. And you are 100% totally worth taking care of. I see you and I love you and I am here for you. You are doing a great job. Everything can change in 30. Some of it by design, some of it not so much, but you're doing a great job. Keep up the great work. I love you, and I will see you next time.